Let's take a look at LINK. We're going to be taking a look at LINK versus Bitcoin, LINK versus the US dollar. I'm Rocky Outcrop. We're all Rocky Outcropticians together. This video is going to be quite short because what is there really to say that we haven't said in the past already? If you want more detail, you can absolutely watch the previous videos. Although I feel that, I understand that people wouldn't want to because there's this feeling that they would maybe have expired, or be old now or out of date. But actually, the content and all of them is totally fine and still completely and absolutely relevant for where we are right now in terms of this market. We're right here at the 50% retrace line on ChainLink in the 2-day time frame. It's at the it's right on this moving average here. But if I go over to 24-hour time frame, bring this up full screen and point out the fact that I've got these set to the 21 here that I'm using set to 29. Sorry, instead of 21. The 50 that's simple. That's the EMA 21 EMA is set to 29. The 50 simple EMA is actually set to 70, and the 200 simple moving average is set to 280, and that's because I want to include weekends, and that's what I'm doing on this chart. As you can see, in terms of this 29 EMA that we're below it being sort of, we want to break above that before we can see anything else is going on really. And then overall we're in a consolidation phase, as we have been actually for quite a while. Maybe you could even say as far back as the start of this year really, even though we've had these massive rises and falls in the price, and we're waiting to see how this thing pans itself out. The biggest thing for me at the minute is the fact that this is determined by the Bitcoin price, although I absolutely accept that there's that there's an equal and opposite argument to say that this is performing well versus Bitcoin, while a lot of other things in the market haven't been, or something like that. Really overall for me it's actually boils down to the dollar price for this thing and how it functions, because Bitcoin itself is going through volatility, and I'm not sure, I would just say that the dollar price is maybe going to give us a couple of indications quicker than the Bitcoin one was. It's an equal or time cost of an argument, that one. Overall we're looking at whether or not we can see the prices stay above $3.70, and if we can break into this area and move towards the top side, then maybe we'd be looking back up as high as $4.20. If we can get back into this channel again, that would be decent to see. Right now we're being resisted by it, sort of the 380 area, and we have to see how that pans out. Breaking down below that, then I'd want to see the prices stay above 359. If they go below that, then I'm not particularly happy about them. There's nothing particularly good to be writing home about here. There is perhaps the case to be made for this low being lower than this low, and therefore you having a touch of bullish divergence in here at the neutral line on the stochastics. It's not really there on the RSI, but maybe perhaps it's going to be supported by the neutral line there. Overall, not an awful lot to be said here until the market shakes itself out during this fundamental event boundary, and that's going to do for today. So anyway, I've deliberately made this video shorter just to underline the point that that in all the other videos I've put out recently, they've been sort of 10 minutes long at least, with information, and quite often 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes long, dense information. And the ratio in terms of effort that I'm putting into those videos and the views that they're getting isn't there, especially during a period when there's volatility, and there's not much point in me expressing anything further beyond the fact that we're kind of waiting to see how things pan out, and that there's this line at 370, and that's all that we really need to know for ChainLink just now. Thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Of course, if we see the prices go above 380 and into the $4 is a round number, and it's a clear area of where we could see resistance that haven't had our previous highs just there, and if we do go up above that, then we're not in a downward trend anymore, and various other things. But I'm not going to go into detail on this today. Absolutely watch yesterday's video if you want more information. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next episode.